Well, welcome back to another Dynodaze video, and first up today is this FN2, and I've certainly not seen a body like that before. So we're going to run through the mods, get it on the dyno, do a stock power run, and go from there. Okay, so before this FN2 even made it to the dyno, we noticed a quite severe front tyre defect. So the lads have swapped the wheels from front to back to make sure that we're nice and safe on the dyno today. So yes, we are up onto the dyno, time to do a stock power run. Here we go. Okay, so quick mods check. It's got a homebrew induction kit, it's got a 4-to-1 manifold and an exhaust system, aftermarket exhaust system, which is 2¼ inch at the back. So we've got some mods. Now we're going to obviously do our initial power run, like I said, and then at that point we're going to flash Ecutek to the stock ECU. But yeah, it's a bit red. It's a bit red in there. And just in case anyone was wondering, yes, I'm freezing cold and I've got my big coat on, like a big boy. Take three. Black FN2. It's got a carbon effect bonnet. Carbon effect wrap with like a Ghost Rider decal on the front of it. Looks quite mean and aggressive for this FN2, this black FN2. Now it's got minimal mods. It's got a homebrew induction kit.
Yeah, we got a 4-to-1 decap manifold and a custom exhaust. Didn't say what size, but it's got 2¼ inch tailpipes. That's as much as I could tell you. Possibly then 2¼ or 2½ inch center section. Given the power that the car's made, I'd probably say it's a 2¼
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. That's okay mods, in my opinion. This car definitely had a map of sorts on it already.
It wasn't revved out to 9,000.
Yeah, it revved out to 9,000, which is way
that.
too far for what we're doing. I initially thought it might have been a calibration issue with the dyno, but we had done. But then we did a second run. I was like, yeah, it's definitely revving out further on the rev count than what it would normally do with us. We put our file on, and yeah, lo and behold, obviously it's a lot less than what it was revving out to. So can't see a Flash Pro in the car, so I'm not sure it's on Flash Pro.
I think this has been like a KES map.
Yeah, maybe like a KES map. It definitely didn't have a Ecutek license on it, so I'm not sure what map that was. But we've made improvements everywhere, basically. We've cut the rev limiter down, so it does look like the graph is short a bit. We're revving out to 86, where we're happy with. VTEC's cutting in at 4,000, and we've made power everywhere.
Yeah, so, right across the rev range.
Across the rev range.
It's finished on 216.
Yeah, which I think is good for the mods. Yeah. I think that's good for the mods.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think more mods, more free-flowing mods, a better induction kit, those sorts of things, and that'll bring this car to life. But it's certainly transformed this car. It's got a switchable maps.
Drove all the way from London this morning to get his map done. Did have a impressive chunk out of the driver's front tyre this morning, to which I wasn't willing to put on the dyno and do 140 miles an hour. So we did end up swapping wheels front to back.
It is important that we run through these things before we start, and we do ask customers, you know, if you've booked your car in for the map, just do your basic checks, guys.
Yeah,
you know,
make sure it's got oil and water in it, and your tyre pressures are right. And obviously, there's not a massive piece of tyre missing, which I wouldn't want to drive home on, let alone do it on the dyno. Yeah,
it'd get pretty gnarly if that went wrong, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, but do those basic checks for us. That'd be great. Brilliant. Okay, shall we look at the graph?
Yeah, let's have a look at the graph.
Let's do it.
So as we always say, red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves, and as you can see, power across the rev range there, making some torque as well, and we finish on 216 brake horsepower, which is 170 at the wheels. There she is. Here's the decal I was talking about. I'm not quite sure who that is, but we're going to say code word for this video, Ghost Rider. I'm a big fan of Marvel stuff, as you probably know. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like to subscribe and all that jazz. And we'll see you on the next one. Look at that.
Before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.